Hello and welcome to Bake Talk. My name is Aleksia and today I'll be talking about everyone's favorite thing, cookies. I'll be covering the history of chocolate chip cookies, some cookie trivia questions with today's guest, Gabby, talking about some trends in the cookie world, and wrapping up with some cookie tips and tricks. Let's get started. Okay, so jumping right in with the history of chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies were invented by female entrepreneur Ruth Graves Wakefield in 1938. There were rumors that said she ran out of nuts in her famous butter cookie recipe and decided to chop up a bar of chocolate to throw in there, or that the vibrations from the industrial mixer in the kitchen caused chocolate stored on a shelf to fall into the dough while it was mixing. Unfortunately, neither of these rumors are true. Ruth actually created the chocolate chip cookie through her own training, talent, and hard work when she decided to just spice up her normal recipe with some chocolate that didn't end up melting. This cookie was the perfect antidote to the Great Depression since it was inexpensive and comforted millions of people who were forced to live without comfort in the late 1930s. Once America got involved with World War II, the popularity of the chocolate chip cookie only increased. They would often be put in care packages that were shipped to American soldiers. Even if chocolate was in short supply because of the war effort, women were strongly encouraged to use what they had to make cookies for their soldiers. Before the war, chocolate chip cookies were a largely East Coast based trend, and soon after they rivaled apple pie as the most popular dessert in the country. In post-war years, chocolate chip cookies followed the path that all American culinary creations take, going from being homemade to mass-produced. Both Nestle and Pillsbury launched refrigerated chocolate chip cookie dough in supermarkets. The beauty of the chocolate chip cookie is its fungibility. You can add M&Ms, more or less brown sugar, make the cookies big or small, it doesn't matter. Most of the time, it will still be recognizable as a chocolate chip cookie and taste good. All of this information came from a New Yorker magazine article called Sweet Morsels, A History of the Chocolate Chip Cookie. If you're craving a chocolate chip cookie, don't go out and buy one. Make them from scratch. And take a look at the recipe on the back of the chocolate chip bag. It's come a long way. Next up, I'll be interviewing today's guest of the day with some cookie trivia. Okay, so I have Gabby here with me, someone who is no amateur with cookies. Before we get into trivia, I'll ask a few questions about her experience. So, what got you into baking, or baking cookies specifically?
I've just always liked doing it with my mom, and then when I finally did it by myself, I realized I loved it.
How long have you been baking?
A lot of years.
What is your favorite thing to bake, or what kind of cookies is your favorite to bake?
I like to make dark chocolate caramel cookies. Yeah.
Do you plan to have a baking career, or is it just a fun hobby?
It's just a fun hobby that I like to do occasionally.
What kinds of things do you want to learn how to make next, or would you like to stick with what you know?
I want to learn how to make macarons.
That sounds fun. Those are quite difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Are there any baked goods that you're not good at or don't like making?
Macarons. I tried them once and they did not go
Oh,
well.
okay, so we know a little bit about you now. Maybe you'll know some of this trivia. What is the most popular home-baked cookie in America?
Chocolate chip.
That is correct.
Wow.
What is the name of the character from Sesame Street who loves cookies?
Cookie Monster?
Yeah, that one was a little bit easier. What is the most popular Girl Scout cookie?
Thin Mints.
Yep. What is the best-selling cookie of the 20th century?
Best selling?
Yep.
I don't know.
The answer is Oreos.
Oh.
What classic cookie is rolled in cinnamon sugar before baking?
Snickerdoodle?
Correct. How many cookies does the average American eat in their lifetime?
10,000.
The answer is a lot more than that. It is 35,000 cookies.
Oh, wow.
What brand of cookies is famous for using elves in their advertising campaigns?
Kellogg's?
You were close. It did start with a K. The answer is Keebler.
Oh.
Who first introduced cookie cutters to America?
I have no clue.
The answer is Dutch and German settlers.
Oh.
Which two states have the chocolate chip cookie as the official state cookie?
California and Minnesota.
The answers are Massachusetts and Pennsylvania. Those were some great guesses. You luckily got some right. I didn't know some of those too, and I hope you learned something because I did. Thank you, Gabby, for joining me today, and I wish you luck with your future baking. Up next is some trends in the cookie world. The most popular cookie of 2025 was the fan favorite chocolate chip cookie, and the most popular brand this year was Oreo, as just about always because it's so delicious. There has been a boom in gluten-free and vegan cookies to cater to allergies or dietary restrictions. Sugar-free cookies have also been getting more popular as people are wanting to eat healthier. As for flavors, there are some gourmet flavors that are becoming more common, like ube, lavender, or matcha, as well as good old sweet and salty things like caramel and pretzels. Cookies filled with something like cheesecake, chocolate, or caramel are also quite popular. People have been creating cookies inspired by global flavors like churro or mango habanero. The classic crispy exterior with a chewy interior cookie has always been popular since they taste so good and arguably are the best kind of cookie. So if you were wondering what kinds of cookies were popular or were waiting to be inspired for something to make, now you know. To wrap it up today, I'll be giving some cookie tips and tricks. These are a few things that I recommend doing with your cookies. Number 1, always chill your cookie dough first. Even if the recipe doesn't call for it, chilling your dough will enhance your cookie's overall flavor and make it a thicker and chewier cookie. This also prevents your cookie from spreading too much in the oven. Just don't forget to let it thaw a little bit before rolling into balls and putting in the oven. Number 2, use room temperature ingredients. Room temperature butter and eggs emulsify better and make a better texture for the cookie and the dough. Number 3, don't overmix your dough. Mix your cookie dough just until the dry ingredients are combined. Mixing for too long can develop the gluten in the flour and make a tough textured cookie. Number 4, always go with your instincts. It doesn't usually matter how long the recipe says to bake the cookies for. Leave them in there until they're golden brown on the edges and on the bottom until they look set in the middle. Doing this will get you your perfect cookie. And number 5, read the recipe completely. Fully reading your recipe will ensure that you don't miss a single tool or ingredient that could be crucial to your cookies. I hope these 5 tips help you for the next time you bake cookies. That's all for today. I talked about the history of chocolate chip cookies, I interviewed Gabby with some cookie trivia, went over the most popular things in cookies, and finished with some cookie tips and tricks. I hope you learned something today from one of these segments. Thanks again to Gabby for being here, and thanks for listening. Until next time, this was Bake Talk with Aleksia, signing off.